Ahoy mountain bikers, it's Rutter again. I'm up at Hall, working on Upper Bitterbrush above Antelope. I haven't given this section of trail much love over the years, and every time I ride it, I'm always like, man, there should be something a little bit more in this section. It's fast and it's fun in that regard, but it doesn't really offer much in the way of options, and the drains were getting blown out, and so I thought, well, let's just start playing with some of that stuff. So anyway, I'm going to start at the bottom, work my way up. So we'll probably do a little time lapse in between just to kind of speed things up. So we're going to start with a flip here and show you this last little project that I've worked on today. Okay, so just for reference here, there's Antelope right over there. So coming up around here, doing the climb up. This little section was getting split. You had this kind of rock sort of formation here that was getting more and more exposed over the years. There's a cheer line over here that was building in. In fact, there's a cheer line clear over here, away from everything, off the trail completely. So I ripped that all up, added some rock vegetation just to kind of scarify that, make it look a little bit more ugly so it's not as inviting. Came in here, added this rock work over here, so it's still rideable on the uphill, and it's a little steep. I'll show that when we go down to the other side. We'll look at it. But this was the main line, and this is the line I usually take here. Usually boof off this little kind of blondish rock here. So I just add this one before it just to give a little more pop to it, so you can kind of clear all this gobbledygook. And then I put that little gray rock in there just as kind of a filler, because that's getting to be a little bit of a wheel grabber in there, and it's starting to erode more and more. So just adding a place setter in there just to kind of hold that up. This is the main line. Just watching today, everybody's been climbing and descending through here, and I don't know if they're just because they see me working around this, and so they're just trying to be respectful, but haven't seen a single person. Actually, I think I saw, do I have one line in here? You can't quite see it. There was one line, he went that way off, so he completely avoided all this. But anyway, this corner is a little janky. As a lot of you know, if you ride it, you're basically coming in here hot off this downhill. You get through all this stuff, and you're basically getting punched into this, and then it's just like 90-degree through there. That wall on the far side is just getting pushed higher and farther away. The berm is flatter now because we've lost the dirt, and the rock is just at a certain angle that's not very steep, so it's just not very helpful to push against. So I thought, well, if we can clean this up. And then right here, there are a bunch of spine of rock that was also splitting people. So people are kind of going both directions. If you go the inside line downhill, you're really going to get stuffed into that corner. But if you go outside, it's not too bad, but it also kind of pushes you away from the line and makes it a little bit harder. So this way, I'm hoping that people can hit here, kind of go through that section right there, and then come around. So that's kind of my goal with this one. But I'll come down here and we'll flip it, looking back up the trail, and just show what I was looking at, or what I was building. So yeah, we got this little step up here. So I kind of made it a little bit more aggro, a little more touchy. Hopefully people will ride it once I'm out of here. But then obviously we have the line that most people use here. This line's still in play if you want to do that uphill. But downhill, it just creates a better line coming through, because you've got this kind of wide radius turn coming through here, and it tends to want to push you to this area, but I'm thinking that as long as we can keep the berm tall here, we can come right through there, hit my little rock, boof over all this stuff, or even roll it. You know, it's bouncy, but it's not too bad. There's nothing that's going to grab you now with this little gray rock kind of plugging the gap there a little bit. So provide some more options here, and just give people different ways to ride this section of trail. All right, I'm going to pause it, jump up to the next one. Here we go. All right, we're back. So if everybody kind of knows this section we're looking at here is kind of a flat corner. You're coming in pretty hot from above, and this trail definitely wants to kind of keep you inside here. And then in fact, you can kind of see a lot of the riders are riding through there too, and that could be climbing lines too, but it definitely wants to like hold you on this inside line, which then makes this corner pretty tight, and it's flat, and there used to be a big chunky rock right in the middle there. So what I did, I came in, I cleared out this section a little bit, so now you can come in, kind of push off this side of the trail, and then come in, widen out this radius. So I'm going to stop here for a second, let this rider go by. All right, we're back. Okay, so get in early on this little softer berm, cutting across. If you guys remember, there used to be kind of a square edge section of bedrock sticking out there. I softened that a little bit, add some dirt. It's going to dumb down a little bit, but we'll make it work. And another rider, hang on. Friday is the new Saturday. So here we go around the corner. So cut the branches on this to open up this outside line a little bit more so you're not getting pinched into this corner. Come around here. The old trail used to be down here and it was getting so nasty that people were starting to move up and go up into this line. And so I just took this section, dug this out, threw all the dirt up here to get kind of just scarify that area and focus people in here. So we still have this rougher section here for descending and climbing, but in terms of carrying speed out of this corner, staying low, keeping your speed up, staying outside. So if anybody's coming in tight to this corner, you can stay on the outside. So that's better in terms of sight lines and just better for meeting other people on the trail. We got a dip here, getting rid of some water. Here's the existing rock line here, which is the most aggressive. This high side was literally just a cheater line. So just like a little gully through there. So get rid of that and then drop in here. Long term, I'd like to see a little line going right through this little spot above that little cedar and drop it in, get rid of this blind corner, and then drop it into the turn on the other side. There's a big rock there. I'd love to be able to put a little booter off that, drop into a transition, and then dive into the corner. But better sight lines for climbing and descending, so that's better for everybody. And get rid of this blind corner down here that's just kind of gnarly. So anyway, off to the next feature. Here we go. All right, so moving up the trail, next little feature, just a little booter here, pinch point. Trying to squeeze this trail off. It was getting flushed out to the outside. People are coming around this corner and kind of carrying this line farther out. So throw a little pinch point, throw a little booter in here, open up the drain, and here we go. So similar to the bottom of Bitterbrush, inside line, drop a little rock booter in right there. Boom, nice sight line, come through, hit that next little ravine, hit the corner. So added that in there. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, one more. Let's walk it up the trail because it's just over the hill here, I think. Cleaned out this drain, so that's going to help just from pushing material down the hill. Add another drain right here, keeping water off, keep it from pooling, getting low spots, puddling over long periods of time, which causes people to move around the trail and braid it out and get it wider. Another drainage here. Come up through this section, which is always fun. And then I think everybody kind of knows this rock, but we'll talk about it a little bit. We'll back it out a little bit so we have a little better view. Here we go. Okay. All right. So flip it around. So same thing here. Kind of a blind corner coming in hot here. And then coming back hard to the left, people are kind of pushing this line on the outside. So I just kind of opened it up, add a little bit of a berm here to push off of, and then people have been using this rock for a while. It was getting undercut to the point now where it was almost vertical going into it. There's a very little ramp left. So add some ramp rocks, voila. Pop this guy. You can roll it to the side here, or you can clear everything and go over, which is nice. Drop, and then that landing, transition back up to the other side. So yeah, that's what I've been up to the last little bit through the holidays here and there. Weather's been good. We've been getting some moisture pretty timely, so able to pack stuff out. Moving up the hill, a little farther out at this point, but I've added some more dirt on some of the tighter corners to help kind of berm those out, added more drainages, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, get out here and ride. Friday's a new Saturday for sure. Man, there's so many people up here today, but that's all I have for now. I'll probably keep working my way down, finding new places to throw in some booters, get some drains dug out, and just look for better lines to move through the terrain down here. So that's the plan. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. I know this is boring, but at least you have an idea what's going on. Talk to you later. Bye.